Hi all and welcome to another video. This is about the Canon EOS 80D vs 60 dynamic range test. Now what we're going to do in this video is what we do with all my videos. We're going to take a shot at base ISO, 3 full stops, 4 full stops underexposed, and then we're going to do it at 800, 1600, 32 and 64 and see how we get on. Now we know the 80D is not a full frame camera, so it might struggle up at those really high ISOs, but we're more doing it for the base ISO more than anything. But we will do 800, 16, 32 and 64 while we're there, because it only takes a couple of minutes to quickly do it and have a look at how we get on. Now I know my dynamic range tests are we're not testing the broad dynamic range, we're more testing the how much we can recover the shadows really. But anyway, I'll see you over on the PC and we'll see how we get on. Hi everyone, and this is the second part of the Canon EOS 80D vs 60 dynamic range test. So basically in green down the bottom here we have got the EOS 80D images, and in red we've got the 60. So if we look at the first image, you'll see that if we just move this cable, if we just look up here in the right hand side, you'll see that this is how it came out of the camera. This is the base ISO 100, and we've raised it up 3 full stops, and I'll just shift tab and we'll just turn the lights out on that, and look at that. Absolutely, that is a real gift to Canon's dynamic range, especially on the EOS 80D. It just looks fantastic. Anyway, we'll also look at 4 stops. Now I think 4 stops, looking at it, we'll just go full screen. Sorry, shift tab, we'll go full screen. So this is 4 stops. I'd say it's brought in a little bit more noise there, but Jesus Christ, you could easily expose for sky now and bring shadows up 3 or 4 stops later on at the base ISO. So if you were in a really sunny day, you could expose for the sky and just bring the shadows back later on. But obviously, and then we've got the ISOs are going up, then we've got the same 3 and 4 stops underexposed at all different variable ISOs. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to do ISO 100. Now we know that that's 3 full stops underexposed, and if we use the 80D, that's the same. So we'll go to the first 80D image and press the compare key, and I'll just move over. On the right hand side now is the 60 image. So I'll just dim the lights. It's always nice to dim the lights. So if we take a look at those images side by side, both recovered from the base ISO at 3 full stops, I'd say they both look fantastic. I'll just zoom in a bit and see what we can see. I'll put my glasses on as well. They look pretty much similar then, to be honest. If I'd say the 6D might just look, with my glasses on, I'd say the 6D probably looks a bit worse. There's not a great deal in it, but yeah, definitely I'd say the 80D has recovered on the base ISO 3 full stops better. So we'll shift tab. We'll now go to 4 stops. This is the 4 stops at base ISO. Canon on the left, 80D and 60 on the right. And we'll just dim those lights. We'll just see if we can see out here. So this is 4 stops underexposed. And we're just going to have a look up here in this shadow. And definitely, I'd say the 80D's won that again. If you look at the colour noise in the shadows there from the 60, then I'd say the 80D's won it. It's not chalk and cheese though. The 60 a million miles away, but the 80D has definitely won the match. So we're now going to go on the left hand side and we're going to do ISO 800, 3 stops underexposed. Basically we've done ISO 800, 3 stops and 4 stops, then we've done 16, 32 and 64. So we'll just have a look at that now. And this is where now I'd say that the 60 is starting to win. So ISO 800, I can see just by looking at the image on the left, the 80D image, it looks noisier. We'll just come in and you can clearly see that now. So base ISO, the 80D is winning the war at the dynamic range, but now at ISO 800, I didn't do 400 because there's no noise on much cameras below that anyway. But if you look there now, definitely the 80D, the 60 is winning that match. So what we'll do is we'll just shift tab, turn the lights on. We'll go 4 stops on the left, with there. So this is 4 stops underexposed now, and the 80D is really starting to fall apart. It's just updating the preview. Let me just leave them there for a couple of seconds to make sure they update the previews. But again, you can see the 80D now, we've got all sorts of colour noise. Don't get me wrong, the 6D doesn't look great. either, but it's definitely better than the 80D at ISO 800. Now, I was led to believe that the new 6D Mark II's like that as well. At base ISO, it's not right good, but then as soon as you go up the ISOs, it's a lot better. So we'll now go to 1600, and this is 1600 3 stops. I'm going to speed it up now. They're all going to be 3 stops and then 4 stops. So this is 3 stops underexposed. I won't hide the tabs because it's well, I will though, because it just gives you more real estate. And again, it seems to be a pretty much win for the 6D again. Definitely. And let's just zoom back out, just check. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they both don't look bad. But the 6D is definitely winning that, so we'll just shift tab off there. We'll now go 4 full stops. The 80D is pants, and we'll just shift tab. And you can see the 80D's really lost it here. It's just mush. It's really starting to mush out, whereas the 6D is not particularly great either, if I'm honest. I'll just zoom in. Just let it clear up. There you go. Definitely, definitely. I mean, they're both crap there. I mean, the noise might look a little bit, maybe, I don't know, but look at it. Definitely the 6D's winning that, but it's pants. So we'll now go to 3200, 3200. Again, 3 full stops. The 6D's doing a fantastic job. Look at it. It just looks pretty good out of the box. The 80D's really noisy. We'll just zoom in and have a quick look. So 3 full stops. The 6D seems to like it. 4, it really struggles. So let's just get moving now and stop messing about. We've got 4 full stops, 4 full stops. You can see the 80D's lost it. I'll just quickly zoom in. We're not going to hang around now because this test's over. We know we've come to a conclusion. So we'll just go to 6400. 6400, you see, look at your 6D. It's holding up quite well. For 3 full stops, the 80D's curtains. I mean, there's no point even zooming in. We're just wasting his time, really. You can see it without zooming in. But you can see at 3 full stops, bringing the shadows back 3 full stops, you've got away with it with the 80D, the 6D. And then we go to the last 2. I'm not even going to zoom in on these 2 because they're both pants. Well, go on then. We'll zoom in. Why not? As we've done it on the rest. I mean, they're both absolute pants anyway. But there you go. So, base ISO. Definitely, let me just go there and then come back. Base ISO, 80D wins hands down. Well, not hands down at 3 full stops, but it has won the war. And then when we go 4 stops, let me just go 4 stops on the left. And that's 4 full stops. I'll just shift tab at base ISO. I'd say the 80D's won that quite a lot now, look. Definitely, definitely the 6D's noisier at 4 stops. At 3 stops, there wasn't a great deal in it. But at base ISO, to recover the image, to expose for something bright and bring your shadows back later, the 80D's better. But soon as you go up to like 4, 8, 16, 32, your 6D starts to overtake it, which I'm led to believe that that's the case on the new 6D Mark II as well. At base ISO, it's not great, but then when you start to get it slightly higher, but it's obviously a full frame sensor, isn't it? So it's going to do the job. So anyway, we'll end this video now. Thanks for watching. Please comment and subscribe, and a thumbs up would be grand.